All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to my live stream. My name is Regan, and I hope you had a great weekend. Right here today, we're going to, this is a new weekend, so it's a good time for you to do some amazing shopping from Mini Forums. If you don't know Mini Forums, we are the manufacturer of those Mini PC and also all the accessory in the mini size for around 8 years already. So our reputation and our quality already been testing by the has been testified by the market. Our quality, our product quality is being give you a really good reputation and a really excellent experience, especially of our mini PC product series. We have the all kinds of series of a mini PC, whether you just do gaming, whether you're just using for work, and also just regular stuff, and you can choose our mini PC. So a lot of our users are using our mini PC for those programming job and also all those professional stuff. So that is like really amazing stuff for you to enjoy and also for fun. So the mini forums definitely giving you the like a non-comparable experience with others. So even those the mic or any other brand have like less like the less professional into the mini PC world, because we compact all the stuff into a small size, and also is really affordable and really cheap compared to the compared to the gears, compared to the hard gears price. So you can easily upgrade your PC with really simple steps, and also that is like a lot of fun to do so. So if you want to take a look on the mini PC we got here, so you can take a look onto the store.miniforum.com. That is wherever we know like what we have in the market yet. So that a lot of a mini PC you can choose from, and also a lot of special deals is going on as well. Also, we're gonna share with you today is we have a really amazing coupon for you guys to enjoy. So as long as you are watching this live right now, you are qualified. So you are so lucky enough to grab this amazing coupon. As you can see, I am live streaming at the bottom right now. So on the store.miniforum.com bottom screen on the right. So that you can directly click on my face, right? So if you look at it here, so on the side of my left hand, they have a lot of product you can choose from. So you can directly select the product and get order from there. So you can also send in some emoji right here. So I know you that you are tapping. That is like a simple way to connecting with me. If you're watching this live stream on TikTok or on YouTube, so you can go to here, because our product is not on those WEB. Those are just our live streaming. So if you really think about buying this, you definitely go to the store.minisforum.com. This is where where you can have the place to place an order. Let's go ahead to give you a really simple test, right? So right here I'm selecting the AI X1 Pro, and also choosing the 64 gigabit RAM, 1 terabyte SD, and adapter choosing US. You can add into the chart. Okay, I also choosing some mini forum mechanical keyboard, but it doesn't really matter right now. Hey, where does it go? Thanks. It just randomly refresh. It just randomly to the chart. Randomly refresh. It just randomly to the chart. Randomly. This weird. Sometimes it goes really wrong. All right, you can see the original price for this 64 gigabit RAM, 1 terabyte SD for the AI X1 Pro. That is 979. But you can just realize there is a coupon code that you can use directly. The coupon code is called MGPC30. Yeah, exactly. So MGPC30 means $30 off for any kind of product that is over $150. So you can directly apply that coupon code into there. So let me show you. So right now you can see this is 979, but when you press apply, this goes to 949 instantly. So that is like a secret for you to save money, no matter where you're from, whether you're from US. This one like so that you stored on mini forum.com seems like it's like for US user, but it's also good for all the users that are all across the world. whether you are going to buy this from the EU web or from the Japan, whether you're from the British that you want to place an order from the UK store, that you all can use amazing coupons called MGPC30 to save your money directly for equally to 30 US dollar. Well, but like in euro, you can save like 30 euro instead, which is like a greater amount even than the 200 30 US dollar. So it is totally worth. So if you want to do that, if you want to grab one of your favorite mini PC, go ahead to take a look what we offer. And also in today's live stream, using that coupon to place in your order. This is my live only amazing coupon. So if you miss it out during my live stream, then you have to wait it for my next live stream. So don't forget to use it, and also don't forget to give some really good feedback on there as well. Yeah, if you check out on the YouTube, you can look at the reviews videos. I know people are basically, using mini PC for professional uses or for entertainment. You can look at those videos that, they have the test of, of a professional benchmark running. And also some people are having those game stream running on this mini PC. So whether you're going to play like for our AX1 Pro, whether you're going to play 3A games such as Cyberpunk 2077, Black Myth Wukong, and any other game, those the PCs run really smooth FPS and also with a really high build up of these high build up of the the quality, the graphic quality. So there are also some other features that you can use for our our PCs. Some of our mini PC paired with a excellent of feature of Link. So if you don't know what's Link, the Link is the like the main feature that you can connecting with your graphic power, with your external graphic power through the Link to this mini PC. So whether you are using this one, the Minisforum M1 Pro, our A90 Pro, and AX1 and AX1 Pro, and also our MSA1, also having the Link port in there. Thank you, thank you for joining my live stream. How are you guys? You again, how are you? Is there anything I can help you to choose with? If there is like something that you want to take a look, or you can tell me your budget, your scenario that you're gonna use, I can help you to pick your favorite PC. What's wrong with my throat? Yeah. So let's go ahead to take a look at what we offer here today. Especially for you guys can directly order from the Minisforum store, the Minisforum, and don't miss the chance to grab the $30 coupon. And also you get a chance to you can just go ahead to join our our mini forum of a Discord group. Yeah, so in our Discord group we have some special activity as well, and also we're gonna notice you when we have some new coming. We do have some new coming that are going to releasing around just 2 or 3 months, just about 2 months, or 1 month, or it depends like how many we have produced. This is another gaming PC. It's called the Minisforum G1 that pair with a graphic card, low profile graphic card inside of this gaming PC. So that gaming PC is kind of running so powerful, and also with like a lot of actual power, with a lot of usage. So you can directly using that gaming PC for all kinds of stuff. So if you guys want to try this, go ahead to take a look when we gonna offer it directly when we get it releasing. So if you are going to enjoy this, don't forget to join our Discord group repeatedly. Yeah, because we do not want to miss you. Do not want you to miss the deal. For our MSA2 and also for our nasty device right here. I know you guys have missed the nasty device because the nasty device has been sold out for quite a long time. So that is what we call it very embarrassing, because you are not able to get it for quite a long time, because after the first time we sold out, it's taking about like 2 months to remake it, to restock it. And actually, we're going to releasing it just about 1 month later from now. So you be prepared. So I see a lot of people already getting this, and a lot of people are using this right now. They give a really good feedback, and also we also have our own operation system on this one. I don't know if you guys know this. So that you can using your own operating system, but you can also choosing using ours. That is like one of the most favorite options because our mini forums operating system is actually really good. We got like all the mostly positive feedback that is really coming into use and to sharing the files as a NAS device. So for the next time that when the NAS device come out, it's definitely gonna be stood out in just a couple of days. And I just recommend you guys to either way join our Discord or the FB so to get a notification before it starts selling. We have like a lot of enterprises that are using our NAS because compared to other NAS, this one is more stable and with the AI capability as in there. That give you the more of the like a possibility to handle all the works with the power of AI. So we're in the age of AI. It's really important for those enterprise to locally deploy their own AI into their system to helping their employees to dealing with all kind of work. Like if they're not familiar with what's going on, they can just directly ask AI, and also the AI could also to help you to respond to those queries like from outsiders, from like customers. If they are asking any kind of question, the AI can just directly answer them without even needing the help of a human, right? So you can directly working from a 724, right? So it's like really saving money. So like smart companies, smart enterprises are already doing it right now. So I would like to give you the recommendation to choosing the PC that is more intended having the AI capability. So just we have several AI capability PC, especially AX1, AX1 Pro, and all of them, and also this M1 Pro. So all of them are just a new common PC in 2025, and there are a lot of testing them of their AI capability. They're helping you to dealing with all kinds of AI workflow much faster, such as stable diffusion, such as Comfy UI. Is that what's called? Comfy UI, right? And also, DeepSeek and ChatGPT. So you can locally deploy this, all of this in there. Because actually, when we take a look on the EX1 Pro, there is actually a small, small button that you can call it for, when you press this button in here, then you can directly call for the Copilot AI to come out and to help you to solving all those stuff, solve all those issues with this Copilot AI button. But you can just reprogram it as you can program it into you can open up the ChatGPT instead of the Copilot AI. So that is like a second hand to help you to deal with all kind of work. Actually, you can remember all your what you're doing, and also to know you better as the AI running a little bit more. I need to clean my throat. Yeah, does anyone have any questions? Because this is a live streaming, so as long as you just sending out to the message, I'm able to get it. So you can directly talk to me when you have any kind of question, or you can have like queries about any kind of product. So if you want me to introduce any specific product, then just tap in the comment. Whether you tap on TikTok, whether you tap on the YouTube or on our independent store, which is store.miniforum.com. I am able to say it, so I am able to rapidly answer your question. So whether it's just query like about like money or about the scenario you're gonna use, and you need some recommendation for gaming, we do have some recommendations. So like for last time, there was a guy come out to like saying, "Hey, bro, can I get a PC that is around $500 for gaming?" Yeah, of course we do have that kind of a PC, right? So I'm gonna recommend you to get A90 Pro, which is a really good gaming PC, which is just around starting from 400 something with the bare bone version. And also it's really good for all kind of like daily stuff as well. So it's like a really good starter mini PC for kids, for and teenagers, which they don't really want to spend too much money on PC right now, and actually can just fulfill of their like a requirement of enterprise. I'm sorry, requirement for the entertainment, because this one having the Auckland port. So whenever you want to upgrade your PC with more powerful graphic card, you can just directly using the Auckland to connect to the external graphic card instead of just buying a new mini PC. Instead of buying a new mini PC or a laptop. So that is like a really great difference when you use a mini PC was compared to the laptop. The laptop only usually having like a set of gears inside. So basically, if you were just tear with it, or it's being used for several years, it's gonna getting slowed down. And like you're not able to switch in the gear, right? You were just have to throw the whole thing to somewhere else, and just say goodbye to your old PC and buy a new one. So, but instead of that, our mini PCs right now, we are able to connect in with the external graphic card with directly using the Auckland. So on the Auckland port, you can just using another a higher specification of graphic. Whether you're just choosing to use, right now we're just upgrading for your 570 to 5090. Yeah, that is also available. That is a really fast reaction as well. So if you want to try that, you can enjoy the capability of doing that. That is only in our store, the Miniforum.com. Definitely, if you're going to choose a mini PC, guys, yeah, just needed to you to check out on our store, Miniforum.com, before you look into any other brand or before you made the decision. Because we are the number one brand that sold it for the most mini PC all across the world. Like we even have like a lot of user into India. So we're not able to directly ship to India, but we can just like all those Indian people are just getting this from Canada. Like I don't know how do they get. Yeah, right now we are having, let's take a look on the Mini Farm AI X1 Pro US, and you can see this one will be sold out for 32 gigabit RAM and 1 terabyte SD. So the starting specification of this one is AMD Ryzen AI9 HS370 with 64 gigabit RAM, 1 terabyte SD, and also you can upgrade it. This one is 979, and you can upgrade it at a little bit of price to there. Are you born from 90? Why my live stream doesn't go live right now? Kind of wonder. Kind of wonder. Oh, right now it's good. So it kind of like it's not really stable. Our internet kind of really messed up recently. I don't know why. Yeah, and also you can choose 96 gigabit RAM and also the 2 terabyte SD as well. Both of them are really good. I would personally recommend you, if you're having like some really hard work and intensive work that you are running on your daily working, I would recommend you to get a 96 gigabit RAM or 2 terabyte SD, because that is only like $100 difference compared to the 64 gigabit RAM, 1 terabyte SD. And don't forget you have this $30 coupon, then you can directly use. $100 you cannot even buy a 1 terabyte SD card. So like even those 1 terabyte SD is totally for worth this price. And actually our most sold PC for most sold specification is actually 96 gigabit RAM or 2 terabyte SD. So that's easy for you to refer this, but your choice. Actually, the AX1 Pro can upgrade it to 128 128 gigabit RAM as well. So if you want a little bit upgrade to there, that is also for you to DIY, and you can choosing like using choosing 64 and switch to 64 to 64. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird, but anyway, there is a choice for you to upgrade it to 128. I don't know, it's like rarely people doing that, but that is a possibility. And also our MSA2 is also can support a 128 gigabit RAM. There is actually a guy that on the YouTube is doing that. There is a video, so for you guys to know, so you can just go ahead to take a look on those videos. Yeah, so help you to figure out how to do this. And another thing that is like there is another thing for you to know. Well, the people asking about the DDR, asking about the what's it called? Mm, I forgot. Let me see it. ECC memory, yeah, exactly. So for the ECC memory, now people asking about is there like 64 gigabits RAM of the ECC memory? I would say there is nothing like this on the market yet for this kind of a setup. So that is like you are going to using the most of the maximum you can get for ECC memory is 48 gigabits. So that is means when you're using ECC memory on whether kind of whatever devices, the maximum you're gonna get for the RAM is going to be 96 gigabit RAM with ECC memory. So you before you buying, I would like to you guys to know. Exactly. So if you want to try of our AIX1 Pro, or you can just take a look on the store on miniforum.com right now. As you can see, there is another $30 coupon for you guys to use, and that is like 100% saving. Well, during my live stream section. So after my live stream section, the price will just go back to normal. So handle like to grab this one viewers. I don't know if you guys are still in weekend right now because it's probably on Sunday nights for you guys. That is a good time to order, and probably for next Sunday you're gonna receive it right away. So in the Europe, we have those AX1 Pro in stock in Europe warehouse. If you are from Europe right now, you can take a look onto this EU store where you can directly grab it from there. So you can just directly grab it and also catch it in just about 7 days. And, you can just receive it around 7 days because the faster shipping from Europe directly. You don't have to wait it for a month or so. But on our MSA2, there is thing, guys. If you want to buy MSA2, there still have a little bit more time to waiting because on our MS2, we still have like a lot of orders that haven't been shipped out yet because there are coming out really soon. A really lot of orders coming, really growing really soon. Yeah, so you can see this is a premium metal body, which is 7 inches times to 2 inches high, and whereas AIX1 is about 5 inches, 5 inches only 2 inches high. So the setup is like the difference on the width and on the length instead of the height, right? So you can just say AX1 is like a little smaller one version that you can just easily hold it with your one hand. Even though I have a small hand like this, right? Like I have an Asian hand, I can easily grab this into my hand and then like firmly. Yeah, so that is a 5 inch mini PC AX1 or the Minisforum M1 Pro. Both of them are really good. The difference is compared to the AX1, M1 Pro is that M1 Pro are actually using this intercurrent chip, and also independent of the sound card. Whereas these AX1 are using this AMD Ryzen AI processor, that is like a little bit different. So depends on which you prefer. That is only difference, and also the price are a little bit different, but mostly it's just similar. Yeah, so you can choose for your own choice, but on outside and even the ports on it are exactly the same, right? So you cannot tell it while holding this. By just holding this, you cannot tell whether I'm holding AX1 Pro or the Minisforum M1 Pro. So yeah, so you can see this all link, and also on the back HDMI, and also DP104, and also there is another port USB 4, full function USB 4, both on the front and on the back. So even the AIX1, the AI Minisforum M1 Pro, both of them are able to connecting 4 monitors at the same time. Can you believe it? For a small PC like this, you can just directly connect to 4 monitor while you're using that, right? So you can just handling all the work and the studying, even the gaming at the same time for this kind of size of mini PC. That is something that like a regular PC, regular of a laptop, will not able to do in the size of this, of course, right? Then that's like when you're doing with like if you have a company to run, if you have a enterprise, or you have like multiple screen needed, that is like a best option because you are able to connecting a 4K display as well. This for this USB 4 able to supporting the 4K display at 120 Hz, and also the HDMI 2.1 can supporting the 8K display at 60 Hz, and also 4K or the 4K at 120 Hz at the same as the DP as well, right? So you have the capability to give you a really high amplification, high resolution of the video output for your like amusement, or for just for watching some movie stuff, right? And another good thing is like for this one you are able to directly connecting to your some people are really I have some customer, I know them, like they're just using this as the TV station, right? TV station. How do you like it? What do you mean by this one? TV station. Because like when you're connecting to this TV with HDMI, and you can directly watch TV from this one. Yeah, so you can just transfer the signal like the 4K movies or 8K movies into the TV. So that is like some people are just using this as a just using as a TV, because otherwise you have to pay for like some channel premium. Yeah, so like cumulatively, you can be add up to really high price, even really even more expensive than this AIX1, where this mini PC. The mini PC is just about like $400 or $500, but like for the premiumship, right? You just like after 1 year of payment, like that is like owned that is one channel. You have to pay around 30 or $20 per month, right? So after 1 year, you're gonna catch up the price of just buying a mini PC. Why do you like, like there are so many ways you can watch them without, like, there are some ways, right? It's just being smart, and watching movies will never charge you money for real, man. I don't know if you guys know this. You can just directly search how am I gonna watch a movie for free. There are so many WEBs that are able to do it, and also they offer some like a high quality of a video, high quality of the movie that you can download and enjoy the movie section. Right, so you don't have to pay for it. Do some research. And for my channel right here, that you guys are definitely are some of like technical professionals, technical and enthusiasm, right? There's like nothing gonna stop you for like for us for developing. I saw people just like people were just probably just worry about, hey, how should I do this, how should I do that, and also there are people are asking about of like their or like they're just having trouble to install their own PC, right? Like if you're going to buy a motherboard, the motherboard is definitely the cheaper one, the cheaper PC with like cheapest, right? So like the motherboard itself, you needed when you get the motherboard, you needed to build up your own PC for the whole process, right? If you don't know how to do it, you just directly buy the PC in like intact. But if you want to test it or if you want to save the money, definitely you have to study how to build your own PC through the process, right? If you don't want to study at all, I mean, what are gonna be that, right? What are gonna be? Well, I'm not able to help you. Yeah, so you can directly get our mini PC from my end, and also you can study them, and also you can testing this within 30 days. We have the 30-day free trials for you guys. For any kind of our product in our store, the Minisforum.com, you can have your phone for 30 days, no problem at all. Within 30 days, you're able to like play games no matter what. Like the programming is also able to do that. Yeah, that's like we have all the possibility for you to use, and you just need it to pay for it, and like you can just use it for a quite long time. I would say 30 days. After 30 days, if you don't like it, you can just send us back, no matter whether like I don't even asking for the reason. Yeah, or we don't even asking for the reason for whatever. Just send us back. We'll send you the money back directly. So how do you like it? If you like it, go ahead and tap some like into my live stream, and also enjoy all our enjoy into a lot of my live stream. So and also our AX Pro, we have like a $30 coupon as well. So whether you're going to buy 64 gig RAM or you're gonna go buy another what they call the 96 gigabit RAM, that is all available right now. They're in stock. After your payment, you're gonna receive it really much faster than you thought, right? And also we have smart AI performance on this one, because we are using the chip. Look at this chip on the AX Pro, guys. There are something that you have to know for the chip. This is under the Zen 5 architecture for the AI chip right here. That is powered by the cutting-edge AMD Ryzen AI HX 370 processor. It provides a good balance of performance and energy efficiency, allowing you to run games and create applications with its built-in artificial intelligence enhancements. There is the next generation AI technology accelerates the multitasking, significantly improves the productivity, and enhances team collaboration. Yeah, what is it called? Like AI response speed is way much faster, guys. That is, we're talking about we're not only talking about CPU performance. Of course, the CPU performance is really, attracting to you. Yeah, so this is Zen 5 architecture, 12 core and 24 thread. And also this is 5 can reach up to maximum frequencies up to 5.1 gigahertz. And someone on the channel, or actually on the YouTube channel, are actually testing this with overclock. Well, that's something you could. Well, I would definitely, as an official, I would definitely not recommend you to do that. But I would say yeah. So it depends on you. ATTOPs, guys. This is something we need to take a look on. This one. What is a TOP, guys? I say, because, AI is something coming to new for just about like 3 or 4 years. Like some people even heard it or just around like the like from last 2 or like the last 1 year using the AI. The TOP is called a tera operation per second. As like this one is another gear which is called NPU. That is also another chip inside of this integrated CPU. So NPU is called Nitro Processing Unit, which is exactly the unit, which is a new unit. When we have the AI, we're using more and more AI stuff. The Nitro Processing Unit come out, and that is like a specialty chip. Not only how we're like specifically dealing with like all kinds of AI workflow. to help you to, because the AI workflow is kind of like either you're gonna using the CPU or GPU to process it is kind of like slow, because the AI having its own way of calculation. I wouldn't never gonna go that kind of a deep of explanation, but just saying, either CPU and then GPU dealing with AI workflow having its down point, that they can just getting the speed of really fast. But the NPU, in the other hand, in the other way, they can just handling with all the AI workflow with the full speed of based on like 80 TOPs. So that TOPs means you can handling with that speed really fast. So I have a trial of a stable diffusion of Muse AI on my AI X1 Pro. The speed of that handling speed is really fast, and that it doesn't even need it, and like even need just second, 1 second to come out of the picture. Even I'm using the ChatGPT or using other the LLMs come out the result a little a bit much small, like slower than 1 second, right? But that is like the good point with the local deployed AI stuff. You cannot, there are some really sensitive stuff that you do not want fitting to the just cloud AI for the open resources AI, where sometimes they just remember what you're saying, remember what you what is the document you have sent, like especially when you have dealing with some sensitive information, contract, right? And like lawyer suit, like attorney cases, hospital data, right? Like about someone's information, like really sensitive information that you are not even allowed, like you are just not considered about it sensitive or not. You're not allowed to send it to online, because could hurt somebody, because if you like somebody even search that name, they could AI could tell, oh, I know it. I certainly know it. This guy having R some kind of like delisting private part. Yeah, they were just like he's gonna sue you, whatever. But that you needed to. In that case, you have to dealing with like we have to set up some kind of a local deployed AI. Exactly. So there where is this coming to the part? Just you have to add into the AI performance capability, whether using a little bit better of a CPU, using a really good of GPU whatsoever. You have to dealing with some common come with some of the come up with some of a solution to help you to dealing with those sensitive information. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, you can just posting those stuff onto online. So some of like a stable diffusion, there are some images that you basically you are just not able to using that, right? So there are some images you are making that is really sensitive, you do not want to share with others, and also they're like real of a lot of restriction out there as well. But when you're using the local deployed AI, where you can directly like produce those photos, and actually there's no restriction into your local AI. So there are a lot of the cases that is like a local AI is kind of better than when you're using the public AI UI, right? Public AI. So with NPU processing unit, that can help you to running all those speed way much faster. Then also also the performance and also the quality come out is gonna be a little bit better as well, right? And also you can see the high productive on the AX Pros had high performance productivity, leading content creation. So if you're doing the video editing, it give you 118 15 percentage of the compared to the previous version, which is Ultra 7 258 voltage way, right? That is like a way much faster speed, even though they have similar of the prices. So that is giving you all the speed that you can just handling all the work and way much faster. I'm actually using AI X1 Pro for my daily works. I just editing videos, recording videos, doing my online courses. Sometime that is running so smoothly. Right now I'm using AI X1 Pro. For what I'm saying, like what I'm talking right here, I open a lot of software seriously, and did a lot of work on AX on Pro. It's handling my works perfect well, and this is my one of my favorite PC for real. So if you guys want to do enjoy this, and it's like for you guys, it is also a good option as well. Because I just love it for most of my time. Yeah, and also you can just deal with this, and you can try it for 30 days, as I say, and you can just enjoy this. And also, if you don't like it, you just can send it back as well. We'll just send you money back as soon as we receive it. So keep your package in there. So make sure before you don't before you figure out I don't like it or whatever. You can just fit in them back and just send us back, right? Yeah. Also, we have some. Also, if you have any question about my product, then just go ahead to tab in the comment, so I'll be able to answer all your questions directly. And only in today's live stream, you're gonna enjoy. Only this live stream, you have this $30 coupon for real, guys. $30 coupon. That you can save me all the money directly from your from our live stream. If you guys want to take a look, we have this. We have 2 years warranty as well. So I don't think there's any other product that give you 2 year warranty directly out of any kind of electronic product is for free. So that is like that is like for our customer only in this live stream. You can having this 2 year warranty and to saving all your money for sure. Having this 2 year warranty. And also, if you like our live stream, you can directly click on my right screen bottom, and you can see I'm live streaming at the bottom right from the store.minisforum. If you click on my face, you are able to see me, and also you can see also seeing the product that's listing right here. You are able to getting any kind of product you prefer during the live stream, then also directly get it from my live stream where I can see your orders. I do see some kind of order right now that is coming out. I see some order that is basically coming out right now. To give you another that is not using the coupon code. Well, basically it depends on you, but I would love to you guys to using this coupon. Well, saving you a little bit more money. But if you don't use the coupon, that's fine. I mean, I would say thank you for your support, my bro. Yeah. Otherwise, you can save you the $30. And also the large language module, right? Which is called LLM, where you can just locally deploy this onto this, like LLM, and you can just using this. I will have testing about the DeepSeek 14-bit on this AI X1 Pro. It's running so fast, and actually the response speed is really good. But there is a guy, well, on the YouTube, actually testing about our AI X1 using 128 batch of DeepSeek. He testing this for real, man. I don't know. Like I didn't test him about that because officially we didn't do that, but he is actually doing this. It's kind of crazy, but it's actually running kind of good. Yeah, the result come actually really good. The 128 bit could be running on AX1 with only 38 TOPs. Well, that is quite impressive. And also, this is a really fast responding speed. And look at the gaming performance, guys. Yeah, like for all those 3 games, for myself, I play GTA 6. I'm sorry, GTA 5. I'm just really thinking about GTA 6 right now. Yeah, about the time to getting a GTA 6. Yeah, exactly. Well, more next year. I think it's next year. This ad was when was it? May, April, May or what? I forgot. I think it's in May, right? It's supposed to around May or June or July. I forgot. So they're gonna to publish the GTA 6. Exactly, that's gonna be a really good holiday for me. I mean, I was just get. I'm probably. I mean, you are not able to stay me in here, but because I'm going to stay at home and play GTA 6 for quite a long time. Yeah, because like every 10 years they come out of one of this, like the game. Well, I definitely have to enjoy it, right? Just like work is just work. You have to play games. They just come out a while of a year, so I still play GTA 5 when I have free time. So I have a really high expectation of GTA 6 when it's gonna come out. But if you want to take a look, yeah, so it's also available right now. And there are some leaking information for GTA 6. I don't really following that, but I would definitely going to buy it when it come out, no matter where. Need another good gaming PC, right? You cannot just run with regular PC. By the time I promise you, when this GTA 6 release, those like PS5, whatever, all those, or like even the second hand PS5 will be sold out really crazily, because the guys, like a lot of guys are going to looking for the gears for gaming, and a lot of a gaming PC will be sold out as well, right? For you, I would recommend you, when we come out with this gaming PC, which is called G1, go ahead to grab it for real, man. So the gaming performance will definitely gonna be shocking you, especially when you play like I don't know if you got play Black Myth Wukong, like when you turn on the for a really high setup, you can see every single fur on that monkey. I would say, so seriously, this is like totally different experience when you play the game with like low setup with the high goes through the gaming process and they say, oh, this story is good. I mean, I played it, I know it, what happened on this game. But when you're having this really high specification, you guys can just enjoy the game for just literally immerse into the gaming. You will just be open your mouth like, wow, this is so pretty. This is so astonishing, right? Because the gaming such as Black Myth Wukong, the art design is seriously a one piece of art. Yeah, it's not like just regular games and like hey, kill this boss and you win. Yeah, so like those are too simple right now. You have to immerse yourself into like when playing the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Like there is called another game called what a game is called? Uh, like I forgot. I'm sorry. There is a like their little girl and of a big uncle in the game like that. Well, I should remember. I'm sorry. I forgot. Actually, you are like living the world like with a lot of abandoned stuff. This is kind of immerse yourself into there. If you have a low graphic, like you just figure out, yeah, this is all fake, bro. This is just basic fake stuff. Why do you being so serious? You cannot enjoy the game for real, guys. You're just asking for a game PC $500. I definitely gave it to you, right? $500, you can get a good gaming PC like this. I can guarantee you this PC can run all three game smoothly, but not with the highest video quality. Seriously, definitely with integrated graphic card, how is that possible? If I'm just bragging about like this one can run all three games with a high setup, you guys won't believe, right? Because that is not even the possibility for real world. You guys definitely know that. But with all clean port, when you connecting to a higher setup of a graphic power, that is when the things turn into the possibility, turn into the reality. So this we gave the solution to you guys. Yeah, if you want to try this, and you just no matter how much you want to buy, and just remember to using a outlink to connecting the external graphic card. The graphic card usually just be part of the PC, right? You are not going to get into this PC without with getting a gaming PC without considering about the graphic card, right? Just about spending money, seriously. So that's why we work hard this year. Probably next year we're gonna use 5090, yeah, and to play games. I don't know, like 5090, how much that is right now? I saw it's like $3,000 or something. Go ahead and search it. Yeah, exactly. I think the price. And also, it's like you buying this, you can also using this for a lot of work as well, right? So I don't know if you guys doing 3D rendering, and also some like a video generation of your like using the AI software or video or picture generation. A lot of people using Contest, Comfy UI as well. They're just building those pictures because if you don't have a really good graphic card or NPU inside, basically your PC will be murdered and be burning. Yeah, they just kind of slow down. You have to. Oh man, over 200 baht in Cosmos. I don't think there are a lot of people that are really rich. I have to say that. There are a lot of people just having a lot of money. $2,590. Wow. This is more expensive than any of our PC. Like all like our PC can buy our three of our highest setup PC or two of half them. Yeah. So the higher gear, the better gear is never gonna be cheap. Wow, this thing is like 2,900. Hey man, crazy. There is another guy with ASRG Ultra GeForce RTX 5090 OC Edition gaming graphic card, PCIe 5.0, 32 JDR7. Wow, HDMI DP. So 450 line. Man, that is why you can just using this connecting with Alkaline, guys. Where is another good point of using the Alkaline is you can just use the external graphic dock as like for its own environment. It's like it has its own independent environment instead of sticking with the CPU SSD card where they're just getting hot for each other. Like, bro, I'm getting hot and again, I'm a transparent. I am going to transfer that heat to you. Depends on Newton's law, right? Yeah, but when your graphic card is up there, this whole chassis in your PC will be like, yeah, I'm much chilling right now because those graphic cards not here. The graphic outside on their own graphic dock station will be like, yeah. I'm just having fun myself, right? Just like I'm just only putting those hot air to my for my user right now into your face probably. When you have like a cold winter or you need a little bit of heaters, right? That is working for you. So basically, those kind of able to run the game without even connecting the external graphic card, which is which this basically regular FPS, right? Image quality 1080p, so those testing degree are really well. I also play PUBG Battleground. I also play that GTA 5 and also Call of Duty on AX Pro. So that is like 100% performance on there, so you guys can enjoy. DDR5 sodium slot up to 128 gigabit ensures smooth operation for model high-load application, whether it's video editing, 3D rendering, or AI development. It can efficiently handle vast amount of data, preventing system lag and crashes. That is up to 128 gigabit max. Yeah, so you can get a 64 to reach up to the score. Yeah, so if you're doing programming, if you're doing some kind of heavy duty of intensive work on there, so you can just upgrade to 128 gigabits, which is give you a much smoother experience probably when you're doing the work that is too much heavy on there. So that just depends on you. And also M.2 2280 slot, we have three that slots. When you have those three slot feature with three M.2 2280 PCIe 4.0 SD slot, each sporting up to 4 terabyte. And with this high-speed SD slot, you can enjoy the seamless and smooth gaming experience as well as the fast access to file and application. SSD-O and SSD-1 slot, PCIe 4.0 times 4 speed to 6700 to 7300 megabit per second. SSD 2 slot, PCIe 4.0 is times 1 speed from 15 to 19. So yeah, basically will be like, they're able to upgrade, give you a maximum of a 12 terabyte storage, so you can use a 12 terabyte storage running on this mini PC. I would say is totally enough, right? And also, if you need more, you can just connect in USB 4 to some kind of a hard drive, because USB 4 is really fast as well. It gives you the 40 gigabit per second of transfer speed, which is totally enough. And like, you can just get some of some accessories as well. Even and also on our AX1, there are some features, maybe you think is not useful, but probably gonna be really helpful to some kind of specific of users, especially for those photographers, for those videographers, right? This is a kind of SD slot gonna save their life. Seriously, when you have an SD card reader broken, it's like a little like a tiny of plain stuff, right? This easily get broke, and also easy to get lost and easy to get forgot with, right? Sometimes you just forget it, and like there's no place you can buy this SD card reader anywhere. You're gonna definitely, if you find one, they're definitely gonna rob you. They're gonna definitely rob you, because nobody can give you to that. But on this SD card reader right here, on this AX1 Pro right here, we do have this SD reader on there, right? So it's like even a small little port can solve you a huge issue, especially for those photographer and videographers. Whenever you're just taking this to outside and just taking photos, video, and all that, and you can just come back with like installing this SD card, rapidly starting to your video processing, right? That is like 100% a really good performance, right? You definitely needed this as a if you needed a feature. And for those non-professional guys, you're probably not gonna using this for the rest of your life, I guess. Yeah. So, but anyway, it's perfectly good, and also it's really good, really nice to enjoy. If you guys have any question about AX1 Pro right here, AX1 or the M1 or any other product, you can just send in the comment. You can just send it from our independent web, or you can send it from on TikTok or the YouTube where you are seeing my live. So make sure you know that. You have to go to our official WEB, whereas there's independent web, independent WEB, which is the store store dot minisforum minis. This is directly JOOGLE it. If you're not from US, if you're not from the those rest countries. So let's go ahead to check out some review video of AX1 Pro, guys. Yeah. This is the Germany reviews on AX1 Pro. Really nice review, but since we are not able to understand Germany, well, I would go with some English version. Okay. What is this? AX1 Pro. What is it? Look at the game. It looks amazing. Let's take a look on to which videos we should go with. New series, Mini PC. I think this video is really good. We're gonna need to check out someone else's reviews video for you guys to know of the performance. This guy do testing gaming, but this video was about like 25 minutes. Wow. Yeah. This is really good as well. Let's go ahead and check out on this video first, alright?
Minisforum has a new series of Mini PCs.
So you guys can have a broader views of an AX1 Pro, which is a really flagship PC for Minisforum that they come out this year. I would really recommend you try on this one, because it's optimal. You can see this is the premium look, is how like from the design of it is like a perfect one. You know, you can just place it on the table vertically or horizontally, or you can just place it on the back of a monitor. It has a VESA mount, and also you can just mount it on the behind of what on the beneath of the table is also available. You can do that. You know, some of my colleagues doing that. You can just only see his laptop, only see his screen, and really clean or really neat table. You know, he working on.
It's the AI series, and this is the first of the new AMD that I've covered. Well, now it was the last Mini PC, and this one also. It's the Ryzen AI 9 TM, very potent, great performance for integrated graphics. Now, this configuration here has 32 gigabytes of RAM, $99 US, and I think that's an okay price. Still a bit on the pricey side for what it really is, but it's an expensive chipset. Included, you'll find some paperwork. They have a power cable, HDMI cable, vertical stand. There's one heat sink with some thermal pads there for only one of the SSDs, but you can install an extra two, so 3 in total. VESA mounting bracket with some screws. The top of the X1 does have this nice alloy build to it, the Minisforum branding right there, and a fingerprint sensor. Up the front, there's the Copilot button. We have dual microphones. There's built-in speakers there on the bottom. Not good stereo separation from them. They sound okay, but I would definitely want to use external speakers. However, it's a nice option, of course, to have. Here we have USB 3.2s. These are 10 gigabits per second power on with status LED within it. Either side, nothing here. And then at the back, we have a little vent here. That's for the power supply. There's another cooler in there. I'll show you that when we have a look at the internals. And we have the power in. Of course, with its internal power supply, that's it. You just plug the cable into it. This is the cooler there. Oculink, so that is 63 gigabits per second. And USB 4, another one. So great to have two 2.5 gigabit LAN ports, both of those. And a Type A here, that's 5 gigabits per second. So there's just USB 2 speeds there. Kensington lock slot and a reset there for the CMOS, the BIOS settings. Then the underside, so we have our intake vent along here and the speakers. Now, if you want to gain access to the internals, there are 4 screws here, but a hidden fifth one under a little rubber gasket. I really wish that you can see. That's only good for maintenance to clean the dust out of both of the fans here. That's our speaker right there. But to gain access to the internals, where you've got your SSDs and then the RAM, we're going to have to remove all of this around the outside. This step is a bit of a pain, but they have little arrows. You can see all the screws that you must remove. You don't need to remove 2 here. Well, you can't actually get access to them because they're on the other side. Then this lifts up. Now be careful because there are some cables attached. This is a power cable because we have the internal power supply there. The BIOS battery, easily accessible. Our Wi-Fi card. And then we have the 2 spare slots, so 3 in total, and the RAM. So good for upgrades. And once that is out of the way, then you're able to replace and change things. And you can see how large this cooler is here. So that is for the chipset. The other cooler you just saw, that one's for the internal power supply. Now the BIOS is somewhat disappointing because we don't have any advanced settings with it. You've got your setup, your boot menu, and you can't even change a power limit here. All we have is CPU configuration. I thought, oh, power limit should be in there, but no, it's not there. But it is 65 watts. I found that out. And AMD CBS, CPU comment options, core performance boost, and other things are available. But again, there's nothing for power limits. There's no way to tweak the RAM or anything like that. We've got AC power loss options. So you can set that to always on if you want it to always boot up. If it's a server, of course, that is the setting you're going to use there. Graphics configuration, this is one at least that we can tweak. So it's by default on 4 gigabytes, sorry, 8 here for our frame buffer size. I'm going to leave that because we've got 64 gigabytes of RAM, having 8 allocated to the Radeon 890M. Not a problem at all. So that's it. A disappointing BIOS. I really do wish it was fully unlocked like other brands. Here we are now in Windows 11. So things of interest to note here in the device manager. The wireless card is a MediaTek, and yes, it's Wi-Fi 7, so future-proof. And Realtek for those 2.5 gigabit LAN ports. And they seem to be absolutely fine, working, no issues with any of that. and I am getting 2.5 gigabit through this with my router that
There's
I've
no
got, the
sound of the
Asus. That all
video?
does check out. Radeon graphics, the 890M as mentioned before, and as I showed you in the BIOS, it's got 8 gigabytes dedicated to that, which can scale. It can actually scale up a little bit more if needed. And then the RAM timings. So the timings of the RAM are okay. They're not brilliant. And the speed, 5600 mega transfers. Now, if you get this same processor, this chipset, a Ryzen AI 9, the HX370, with the onboard embedded RAM running at 8000 mega transfers, it will have much better timings than this. So just quickly show you under memory here, because we can take a look. Well, it's not being stressed out at the moment, but its cache latency when running at the full speeds is just 46 clocks, which is fine for laptop memory, which is what it is, but you will get much better with that onboard stuff there. Now, if I go to the stress test, I can push it to the limit here, and I've seen that it is running 65 watts. That's our TDP, even though, okay, the first screen did show under CPU, it's showing it as 28 watts. That's the default TDP, but no, this is definitely running. When you see under here, it'll pull 65 under the package power. So that's the power limit that Minisforum has set. Now the cooling on this, really good. I am so pleased with the cooling on this particular Mini PC from them. I can't even hear the fan when it is idle. It's on all the time, the fan's always going, but it's very, very quiet. And under full load now, super quiet. In fact, I can't pick it up really properly with my microphone. You have to trust me on this one, that the fan noise and the cooling, excellent. Thermals, well, it doesn't go over 7.
Yeah, so while using this, there is basically no noise at all. I can just I play even the highest games, 3 games, all that on this Mini PC. There, I can barely hear anything. It's really quiet. This is another good thing of a Mini PC. They have the ventilation all the direction instead of for like laptop, you only having kind of fans that go to one direction, that you can just go from the rear to get the air come out. But on a Mini PC, you have all the solution. You can just directly send out the airs from other air posts as well. It's perfectly for those air to go out, and also it's a really fast and a really smooth experience. So that's definitely really good comparison point when you are choosing, when you're wondering whether I should go buy a laptop or going to buy a Mini PC, right? The Mini PC got a lot of a huge amount of those expansion, and also having more ports, and giving you a really good airflow as well, right? So you can just using that with a lot of feature, and also give you the really good expansion as well, right? So you can just use it to a little bit of DIY on yourself, and also easy to upgrade, and also easy maintenance as well, right? So you can just using all those features smoothly onto this our Mini PC, especially AIX from Pro is so perfectly. And also, this is not expensive at all, just around $1,000. You got everything come out with it. And don't forget to give some like and give some follow to our channel, especially join our Discord group.
25 degrees, normally sits around in the late 60s, so they've done just an amazing job there. But what about our performance here? Okay, let's jump into some benchmarks. This is Geekbench 6, so almost 3,000 for single core, 15,500 for multi-core performance. That's good. That's better than the Nukebox, the Evo X1 I did review from GMK Tech. That's the last Mini PC with the same chipset. It had a very good single core score, but the multi was down for some reason, even though it has the faster RAM. However,
yeah, I said it. Yeah, so if you want to do comparison, guys, if you ever to buy a Mini PC and rather trigger your interest, I have to say never go skate by never go skate by a Minisforum product, because we have sold the most Mini PC all across the world, and if you don't want to trust, if you're just looking for like other stuff or whatever, you probably got a scam. You can check out the price with product with a similar setup. Our score can be reached more higher, and our quality control is definitely guaranteed. I know it. So we have like the food like of over 300 people all in this floor, guys. That is like all of them are dealing with all kinds of stuff, and also we have a really strict series of testing before the product come out. Okay, so we are just really of having the confidence of the product quality. So that's why we're giving you this guarantee for you guys, and to make sure you can enjoy this within 30 days. And if you don't like it, you can return it back, and also we'll give you the 30-day and also give you the 2-year warranty. Neither of any other product can just be so confident about like 2-year warranty, or this is just trying to scam you. Yeah, because within 2 years there's any problem, we do have the certification. We do have the professional expertise to help you solve all the problems. We have over 300 people that are sitting right now. Amazon not even speaking. Some of them are working. Yeah, so it's over 300 people that in this headquarters in the Shenzhen right here. So we have the power to handle all the problems. So you guarantee to get a really good after sales services.
When testing out integrated graphics, that faster RAM of the other unit that's embedded, you can't upgrade it. You're stuck with either 32 or 64 gigabytes. Was faster because the graphics score here for the Radeon 890M here is 3801, whereas with this Mini PC here, it's 3148. So somewhat slower, and that is because of the RAM. Okay, the integrated graphics definitely favors the faster RAM, and we're talking a huge difference. 5600 versus 8000 mega transfers. That is a big difference there. But what about the eGPU? I briefly tested that out with my RTX 4090. Here is the result of Time Spy, again with the GM K-Tech Mini PC. I was, as I mentioned in that review, very disappointed with its Oculink performance. 63 gigabits per second, but it was not running at that 63 gigabits per second, and it showed. It reflected in the graphics score of only being 25,703. Good news is, now with Minisforum, with this one, they've done an excellent job with that Oculink. Fantastic score. Almost 31,000. Huge difference. So it is performing properly, and this is what it should be like, and should have been like on that other Mini PC. So if you intend to run the Minisforum external...
Yeah, so you see the score difference, right? So even this PC have the same gear or same ports. Like the internal is so different. The quality of it, the transfer speed of it, it's something that you are not able to say, right? That's why we have this professional reviewers to help us to avoid those situations. You're probably looking for a similar to stuff that we having the similar gears, like similar, everything's like a similar chip, similar graphic, whatever. But probably their product kind of getting a little bit lower price, but you never consider like the internal quality of that. We have like a series of testing. We have like a warranty of 2 years. Like each of years of warranty definitely worth around $120 as well, right? So think about it. So if you want to go to buy those cheaper stuff, you definitely having the chance to risking more of the risking more of the chance to disappointed sometime, or having some problem using this. So the focus, we do have a lot of confidence in our price as well. There's nobody can just compared to the ratio of what you cost and get. Yeah, like right now, if you onto the Mini PC, if you go into Minisforum, I promise you, if you spend $1, you got a $1.5 performance. So, and if you from other brand, it probably just go to $1 equal to 1. And if you go some like a really expensive those brand, you probably got like a $1. You spend $1, and you probably just got a 0.8 performance. Be a smart buyer. I'm seriously. I see a lot of people just I don't know. I don't know how to judge those things. Yeah, but do some research before you buying. Yeah. So the AI X1 Pro, you're going if you're going to search AI X1 Pro on YouTube, there is so many review videos. So you can just watch them all day and help you to make the decision. Yeah, and also a lot of them are really giving you some benchmark. Some people are just doing the gaming. Some people installing the all clean port with the external graphic card to testing about the gaming performance. Yeah, so there are a lot of way to testing them. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun as well during the time.
GPU or any other external GPU with just using Oculink, this is probably the Mini PC so far to go for. Really good scores with that there, so I'm pleased. So great performance. But what about the power limit? What is it running? So I've done some testing of that, and I should already have this running. Yes, I do in the background. And stressing it out, it gets up to 65 watts here with our power limit, although it's saying 60 at the moment. The fan noise, absolutely fantastic. It does seem to always be on, but it's very quiet. And when you push it under load, benchmarks, gaming, you can hear it, but barely. Excellent fan noise. And it will handle 4K video. So I did this test with the last Mini PC as well. But let's have a look. Radeon, with the now slower RAM speeds, will it play back the 8K video just as well? Seems to be a little bit choppy at times. And I noticed that yes, it can play this very demanding 150 megabit per second 8K file from a drone. It's doing it. The Radeon 890M graphics, integrated graphics, very good playback. And then when we get onto video editing, as I'll show you shortly, it can even handle something demanding like 8K. But one last benchmark, and this is here our Cinebench R23 scores. So you can see, hopefully this clearly labeled. On the left is the Minisforum. On the right, the last one that I covered. Okay, that's the Evo X1. Super similar scores. So 22,000 for multi-core and just over 2,000 for the single-core performance for Cinebench R23. Both of them excellent. I mean, these are powerful Mini PCs. And this is what is very surprising. So integrated graphics now, since the Arc graphics with Intel and since, probably with AMD, the 780M and now the 890M, you're able to edit 4K video fine. It's fast, it's smooth, as long as you don't have crazy amounts of transitions, grading, editing, various different layers as well of video. But here I'm stepping things up on integrated graphics like I did with the last video, with that last Mini PC with this exact same chipset, 8K. I'm editing 8K video. That's absolutely crazy on integrated graphics. Now with 64 gigabytes of RAM versus the 32 I had before,
it is
playback here is looking good. Let me just mute myself. The playback, yes, it's a little choppy. It isn't perfect. And I expect this for very demanding 8K files, but it's possible. And this is playing back at a quarter resolution. I think that's incredible for integrated graphics, that we've got to that point now. You can edit basic 8K and slightly more moderate timelines with 4K video on these. It's phenomenal, really, that huge leap that we have now with the potential and power that these Mini PCs have. Now, the export time of this one, this is an it's a 9-minute clip. Export time's not good at 8K. It will take about 27 minutes to fully export the whole thing into 8K, that is. Which again, I think for integrated graphics, that's still a good result. Getting onto a little bit of gaming performance, just a few quick tests though, but I am on the latest AMD drivers and I have the global experience thing just on default, so I don't want any FSR, super resolution, none of those things are enabled. This is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I got a couple of bandits, and with the medium settings at 1080p, I can see the frame rate is definitely worse than the last Mini PC. It's not really looking that good. And it's 30 frames per second. Oh, not doing too well again. I'll get the dog to get onto him. Alright, that's one down at least. I got this guy with the mace. And it's a little choppy, this performance here. I'll see if I can try and block and get him at the same time. Alright, got rid of those two. So that was a much better fight than my last test. Yeah, 30 frames per second. I mean, it is playable, but a bit choppy. You probably want to use an external GPU for this game at 1080p. I don't think that's a good enough frame rate.
So that is like a really
Cyberpunk
good
2070.
way to, really easy to set up of the external GPU as well. It's not that trouble enough to do that because all the gears you need to set up. We're gonna we're gonna take a look on the otherwise we're gonna take a look about how to get that thing set up. It's really easy. So as long as you get the GPU dock and just install your graphic card onto there, it's just basically really good.
I do have it set to the low preset, and that is using some resolution scaling there, as you can see. FSR and the resolution 1080p. Now, this is the in-game benchmark, so you can run this on your own system or other systems you might have seen, just to see how it does perform. And the result, 41.56 average frames per second, low preset, 1080p. The Witcher 3 with all the latest patches. This is set to the low preset, 1080p, and we do have around 50 frames per second. Areas with a lot of NPCs, like right now, you get a bit of a frame dip. Okay, it hasn't really dropped down too much. So well optimized for integrated graphics, this game. Yes, it's old. It still looks very good, I think. And great to see that it is running quite well here with the Radeon 890M. Checking back on that power limit. So again, it hasn't exceeded 65 watts. That is the TDP that Minisforum have set. And you can see temperatures. Fantastic. Really good. So 72.5 degrees after benchmarks, gaming, all that sort of stuff. Excellent. Thermals are great. Really good fan noise. They've done a good job with the cooling here. All up, Minisforum have an excellent mini PC with the X1 Pro. Fan noise, really good. Thermals, under control completely. Doesn't go over 75 degrees Celsius, even when you push it really hard. I love the fact that we can install an additional 2 SSDs and have 3 in total. Fingerprint readers there. It's handy if you don't want to type in passwords. Simply just scan your finger. You've got the Wi-Fi 7 on board. Thermals are great. The RAM can be upgraded, but this also is a con because the RAM isn't as fast as the integrated soldered on quad channel RAM I've seen in other models with this chipset. So it's both a pro and a con. That's really the only fault that I can find with this unit. Otherwise, Minisforum had done a fantastic job here with the X1 Pro. Thanks a lot for watching this review.
And also take a look. Hello, this guy didn't testing about the external graphic, right? Oh,
Minisforum had.
Hello and welcome.
Did he testing about this external graphic power? External graphic. I want to show you guys. I want a little bit of show you guys how to install the external graphic. Which this setup will get greatly improve your gaming performance. Hey man. The TikTok is running really low here. Not a single dude. Let me see with the Auckland port connection. See this video, guys. Well, he's using RX 5080. Well, look at this. This is what we're talking about. This external graphic power with the Auckland port. I want you guys to try that as well, and also the whole thing is really easy to set up. Well, Mini PC killer, exactly. That is how people commenting on the AI X1 Pro. So if you have some like daily, like for the you don't have to know, you don't have certain about which PC to buy. You can check out all the videos, guys. AX1 Pro is like 100% you're gonna go with. There's no wrong choice. At least you can try this for 30 days, right? So unless you don't like it, you can just send us back, okay? Or you can just keep it for fun and just oh man, look at this. This is like a Japanese reviewer. I mean, this is kind of cute. I don't.
ナンバー7と
済んだもんの
ミニ PC ファンネル。今回は案件動画になります。
とっても嬉しいのだ。
検証していくのはミニ PC。ミニスフォーラム社の AI-X1 Pro だ。
これは僕でも知ってるやべえやつ。
と呼んでいいのかは怪しい。
Even though I don't understand Japanese, but I think those are really cute. Kind of
新
wonder.
戦士だ。
毎度おなじみ中。
本体の下に入っていたのは、縦を
パイロットボタンがある。
That's a really fun way to introducing PC. Actually, through the anime. That's one of the features that the Japanese will do, right? They have like they just made everything into anime, which is really cute.
あるのだな。
左シールや技的シールが貼ってあるな。それをスタートボタンから設定を〇〇で32ギガが2枚。ベンチ6の数値。そしてシネベンチ R2。ロットは速度を気にしない保管 SSD 用だな。
いけないからな。
今回はモンハンワイルズの
Really cute. You can feel how cute that is. I mean, well, you might don't understand. You might not understand Japanese as I do as well. But you think this is so cute. Let me see. Well, really creative stuff to do. All right. Really nice. That was me. That was me. I was talking about how to what they call it, how to using DeepSeek R1 just do QueenWave 14-bit of Miniforum AX1 Pro. Exactly. How to deploy a. As you can see here, we. Thanks for a demo. Awesome. Thanks for the testing AMD. Nice presentation. What about the very cool? Would like to see the NPU? See, that is like a lot of a lot of good reviews on this, right? So they're happy about my performance. Really nice. Yeah. Thank you for your compliments. I'll really appreciate it. Hey. Well, I don't know why my TikTok is so laggy. Well, you can see there are so many review videos of people doing the AX1 Pro. Both of them are really good product. Then right now we have the new product that is 125H. Let's go ahead and browse this as well. Minisforum M1 Pro 125H. With this intercore chip Ultra 5 processor 125H, this is the processor we're using. As I said, this is the only difference compared to the Minisforum M1 Pro to this AMD compared to the AX1. So that is this one. It's 14 core, 18 thread. This is a little bit. I think this is a little bit better performance compared to the AX1, right? So because they have literally more cores. On the EX1, it has 8 core and 18 thread. So there's a lot of features. All clean port is also available in there. So on the back we have the all clean port is available for connecting external graphic power. So this one can turn into a really well gaming PC as well. So you can just like think about the size of this. It's really small, but literally it can be used as a gaming PC for real. If you can play a lot of the games on this as well, connecting to the Auckland port, which is a lot of fun way to play, yeah? And it's just an endless possibility for the small size. See, you can see the setup is really easy. Give you a really high performance whether you're playing the 3 games with the highest setup. Yeah, this is a really good, nice build up. And Wi-Fi 7, 2.5 is leftward. Easy voice interaction. Easy creating, easy game. See, there's a voice, talking about the voice creating, guys. This has a built-in dual speaker and a microphone. What about this? It has independent of the sound card as well, right? There is a sound card in there, so that's like you don't have to have the specific gears of if you want to buy a sound card. It's saving you money to buy your own sound card. It's independent sound card. It's not integrated sound card. So it's actually for me, live streamer or for a content creator is really good. Like an independent sound card, you can actually filter the noise when you're recording stuff. What do you mean by filter the noise? When you're coming some kind of a noise coming, like if you're right here, you're sitting in a coffee shop having a conference meeting with your colleague, those AI will detecting the noise and they cancel them out and they just leaving your pure vocal into there perfectly. This is AI power. That is why I'm just asking people to guiding AI stuff instead of not non-AI. Just looking for the simplification yourself. It's not like whether we choosing from PC anymore because as we develop more and more AI features, and those are something that people just needed to take a look, right? Enjoy creating, enjoy gaming. Office as well. Probable mount, yeah. So there is a ways amount that you can actually down the back. So you can actually mount it on the wall, mount it behind the monitor, which is like most people would do, which is a really nice choice. You guys can just turn into an all-in-one PC with like an easy setup. So like whenever you want to take this out, just grab this and take it away. Man, this looks so pretty, man. I love it. I mean, the design and the setup, I don't know if you guys can see the reflection on the surface. This is so premium look. And also it looks so perfect. And look at this all-one collation of the AIX1. There are all sides of all the direction will give you the airflow that you can just expel the heat. Just this will give you a lot of way to give you the heat dispatching. So perfect. If you enjoy this M1 Pro is also available right now. That is starting only about $300 or something. Yeah, this is like a perfectly daily gears for you. Like if you want to choose it for your family, whereas you're just going to. Well, I'm sorry. Why did I start? Let's go ahead and take a look at M1 Pro. How much is this? 125H, and you get a start price from $383, and you got a $30 coupon. Do you remember that? $30 coupon you're gonna use on this one. So the final price for the M1 Pro is only $353, guys. Wow. Quite amazing, isn't it? Yeah, so you are able to saving that another $30 directly. So, well, if you go to the Best Buy or wherever you just want to buy a PC around $300, well, you're never gonna choose getting a product like this kind of specification, guys. I promise you. That is a regular. If you go to the store, this kind of setup is definitely around $500 to $600 with similar thing. So that is why you can buy. Why actually we have the really price advantage, because we are the one that manufacture right now. We are the manufacturer We are also the seller, and also we dealing with your after sale service as well. So why be concerned? We handle all the process, and like we are just not giving away to somebody else. Go ahead to sell for me. You can add like a 30% or like a 50% of your profit. We don't have that kind of things, right? We don't believe that, and we are just so honestly with our customers that we want everybody getting our product enjoy the best quality and also with the cheapest price. Yeah, like we don't want you to spend too much money on this. Exactly. So that is like why we're making sure you guys can get this 100% certification, and also that's why we're able to give you the 30-day free trial. If we are not a manufacturer, we're just some kind of a retailer, we're definitely not going to give you the 30-day free trial. They give me so much trouble. Like like I was so happy I got so much order yesterday, and in today so there are somebody's come and return to me. I'm not gonna go cry again. So that is like a retailer cannot handle that. So they just like seeing the money coming and come out, they gotta be crazy. So that's why we're just doing way much better than other companies. So the performance compared to the price, everything will be so settled. So add it to the chart, easy, get it going, and also 30-day free trial, 30-day $30 free $30 coupon also in there, and also give you a 2-year warranty. You can try it for 2 years, no problem at all. And if you don't like, and also if you feel like there's any problem, you can just always contact our customer service. They're 24/7 waiting for you, answer your question. Yeah, we have like a professional team. There are people who was talking about like, oh, we did have some like like a little bit of time that it didn't respond really quick. That was like our company were moving the office to somewhere else, and the customer service were not there, just kind of not follow us. Well, there was a gap. Well, there are some problem on the cost, but that was solved. The future choice of reshaping desktop productivity. Wow, cool shit. Dang, man. Yeah, so if you guys want to try this, that is like a perfectly for your daily work, and also then if you want to choose for your family. Yeah, exactly. Wow, was so dark outside. We're gonna have a really heavy rain today. Huh. Really nice. Give it some light. Give it some super mini PC. What it called? Polar cam? What is a polar cam? It should update a V3 app tablet, tested the market and designed with a detachable joystick control as handheld gaming console. Good idea. I like it. I like the idea. So if I found out some ideas, we're probably gonna use, I would definitely send it to our Discord group, and also you can send it to the message to the Discord. It is tiny, give a simple, cute name people that want to buy. I like this, but you expect me to tell people about M1 Pro 225H. I cannot remember all that. Well, uh, well, you can call it M1. I mean, just M1 is okay. Yeah, just reply that. Ha 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 ha. You should go for Max Pro naming. That would be very confusing. M1 Pro, really?
something different with each video. Today I want to compare the gaming performance of the 890M iGPU to the legendary RX 580. To do that we're using one of these. This is the Minisforum AI X1 Pro. It features an AMD Ryzen AI9 HX370 with 12 cores and 24 threads, 64 gigs of RAM and a 1TB M.2 SSD. It's also available in a 32/1TB configuration or with 96 gigs of RAM and a 2TB SSD. The RAM is not soldered and there are 3 SSD slots, so if you wanted one of these it would be worth checking if you could save money by opting for the base configuration, which at the time of this video costs £839 in pounds, and upgrading it yourself. Accessing the internals is as easy as removing a few screws. The AI X1 Pro is larger, or at least wider, than a lot of mini machines I've tested, but the power supply is internal with this one. There's no bulky power brick accompanying this system. In the box we get the power cable, HDMI cable, VESA mounting plate and a heatsink for another SSD. I feel like I've said SSD about 1,000,000 times. There's also a vertical stand. Around the outside we have dual 2.5G LAN ports, HDMI DisplayPort, USB 4, USB 3.2, USB 2, 3.5mm audio, fingerprint sensor and Oculink for attaching an external GPU, something we'll cover another time. This won't allow a discrete card to reach its maximum potential, but it should provide better results than say USB 4 or Thunderbolt. I should also mention the dedicated Copilot button. Anyway, performance. I switched this machine to performance mode in the BIOS before running any tests, and even so it is very quiet at idle. And under load, noise levels remained very respectable. My laptop that I used to record the following gameplay was louder and all it was doing was running OBS. This is probably one of the quietest mini machines I've used. It remained quiet throughout my Cinebench R23 test where it managed a multi and single score of 23,612 and 2022 respectively. For some context, my daily i7-12700F hits 21,852 and 1669. The Ryzen is super snappy for editing as well. DaVinci Resolve runs like a dream. This is helped by the 64 gigs of DDR5, though it's running at 5600 MHz as opposed to 7500 MHz that we've seen from other systems with soldered modules. Still, I prefer the freedom to upgrade, but we may not be getting the most from the 890M in some gaming scenarios. I'll move on to some comparisons shortly, but first, here is what the AI X1 Pro can do. I targeted at least 40 FPS initially to try and find a sweet spot between visuals and performance. Targeting 60 with this iGPU will mean too much of a graphical sacrifice in some cases. First of all, we have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 at 1080p with medium and FSR quality. I've only mentioned which version of FSR I've used if the game has more than one. So for this one we saw 43 frames per second with a 1% low of 37 and a 0.1% low of 35. In Spider-Man 2 with 1080p and the low preset with FSR balanced, we hit 52 frames per second with a 1% low of 25 and a 0.1% low of 24. This is quite a stuttery game in general no matter the hardware I'm using, and I'm actually surprised it held up as well as it did with this hardware. We certainly saw better percentile lows than I was expecting. Counter-Strike 2 at 1080p low for 141 FPS. There was no point in turning things up higher to try and hit the best visuals I could while retaining 40 frames per second, because as an online first-person title like this, I think the higher the frame rate the better, and this was certainly a solid way to play. The Witcher 3 Next Gen 1080p high with FSR quality for 50 frames per second, a 1% low of 41 and a 0.1% low of 20. I was surprised that we could turn the preset up to high even if we did have to resort to FSR in order to hit at least the 40 FPS target, but we could always go with a lower preset and native AA. GTA 5 Enhanced has of course added ray tracing to the game, and I actually used the high RT preset here with FSR3 quality for 50 frames per second, a 1% low of 41 and a 0.1% low of 17. So a few dips and drops here and there, something that I've experienced with a few different hardware configurations. Cyberpunk 2077 at 1080p medium with FSR3 quality hit 44 frames per second, a 1% low of 32 and a 0.1% low of 27. Still looks pretty decent at medium in my opinion. Red Dead Redemption 2 to finalise at 1080p of course with the ultra textures and everything else set to medium for 45 FPS and some very consistent percentile lows, 38 and 34 respectively. Next, I wanted to see how this compared to the RX 580, a legendary 8GB AMD GPU that offered those with less to spend a solid 1080p gaming experience, and still does in some titles. I'm using an i9-14900K capped at 125 watts, which is probably a bit better than the Ryzen, but the GPU in both cases is the limitation by far. I'm also using 64 gigs of 5600MHz DDR5. Same as the Mini PC uses, but obviously this is desktop RAM instead. To start, we have Kingdom Come 2 then. With the 890M we saw 44 FPS, 1% low of 37 and a 0.1% low of 22, compared to the RX 580 which saw 62 FPS on average. 1% low of 57 and a 0.1% low of 56. Spider-Man 2 surprisingly runs on the 580. It didn't up until about a couple of weeks ago. It used to just crash every time, but it wasn't actually that much better than the 890. In fact, I prefer the experience on the 890M because it seemed to be less glitchy. We were getting like black flashes all over the place and just some missing textures in general, even with the same low preset. 38 for the 890M, a 1% low of 17 and a 0.1% low of 16, but 41 for the RX 580 with similar percentile lows. I've avoided all upscaling for these comparative results. Counter-Strike 2 is very hard to get side-by-side footage that's exactly the same, but I run a custom benchmark for the results, which for the 890M hit 158 frames per second, a 1% low of 95 and a 0.1% low of 72. I actually prefer playing the game on the 890M as opposed to the 580 because although we saw a higher average, 199, just look at those percentile lows. It was quite a stuttery mess. I'm not sure why, but CS2 and the 580, well, they weren't playing nicely today. Whether this is because of a recent update or because the 580 hasn't received drivers for a while, I don't know. But that's another thing to consider. The 580 is pretty much end of life at this point. Not in terms of performance, of course, but in terms of support, it would seem. The Witcher 3, next gen, medium FXAA, the 890M hit 52 frames per second, still a pretty respectable result, I think, with some decent percentile lows, 42 and 39. The 580, however, pulled ahead with 88 frames per second, a 1% low of 70 and a 0.1% low of 61. Back in GTA 5 Enhanced now at high with FSR 3 set to native, we saw plus 50 FPS with the 890M, 51 to be exact, a 1% low of 41 and a 0.1% low of 24. With the RX 580 8GB we saw 70 frames per second, so almost 20 FPS more, a 1% low of 62 and a 0.1% low of 46. In Cyberpunk 2077 there was about an 8 or 9 FPS difference, 45 frames per second for the 890M iGPU, a 1% low of 33 and a 0.1% low of 27. The RX 580 however hit 53 frames per second, and this is probably a little worse off in terms of consistency. The 1% low was 40, but that 0.1% low was 12, and it actually felt a little worse to play on the 580 because of this. So the 890M offered a smoother experience, and if we wanted to, we could also enable ray tracing, which I have tried before, and I don't recommend because we have to implement some pretty heavy FSR upscaling, and it can make things look pretty messy. To finalise then, Red Dead Redemption 2, 45 FPS on the 890M iGPU. But 65 FPS on the RX 580. This old card has still got it. In some cases, although the 890M didn't pull ahead, it certainly felt smoother to play. Overall though, performance-wise, the 580 still pulls ahead. But there we have it, another decent mini machine, this time with a little more upgradability. I'll leave a link to the product page. I think I'm down with the 890M for now. I probably said that last time, but I keep thinking of comparison ideas, and I can't move past the idea until I've actually tested it. As always, if you specifically want a powerful mini PC though, then the Ryzen 9 HX370 and 890M is awesome.